Okay, here in the finals, gotta mull this one. Only a one-lander. Alright, we'll keep it. It's not a great hand since we don't have both colors, but at least we have another land. I mean, if we draw black mana, this hand's actually pretty good. And we do have 9 black mana, so there's a reasonable chance we can do that. Ah, the old mirror match. Alright, well, land is better than no land at this point, but still gonna need a black mana to start doing some power plays. Alright, definitely would like to draw a swamp now so I can defeat that. Guess I can't. The question is, do I want to whisk away? I guess I do. Because once I draw black mana, I'm going to be presumably busy with my mana for a while. And I'll at least see what it is. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Alright, unfortunate draw, but can't do anything about it. Alright, play the Ojtai's Breath. Just try and prevent some damage to ourselves here. Alright. Some more card advantage for our opponent, but cannot do much about that. There's our land. Alright, so I guess we'll drop a Hooded Assassin and pass. Alright. Definitely would like a land here, and we're certainly not going to be playing the Necromancer Dragon. If we do draw land, we're going to start with the summons. But we didn't get that, so guess I'm going to flatten the Dancer and pass. Now, granted, I could have done that at instant speed, but I don't like the idea of doing that against a blue deck. It just seems more dangerous. He would get an extra card, he'd have extra mana, he could possibly be main decking Contradict. Although that's not very common, it's a possibility. So I do feel as though I'm going to have to get through some removal, which makes me want to start with the Ojutai's summons. Alright, well, maybe if his best play is Zephyr Scribe, I shouldn't be worried. Yeah, I guess we'll defeat that. Drop a Skull Keeper and pass. Hopefully don't mill 2 lands, but we did. Alright. Drop a Hand of Silumgar and pass. Alright. Can't do much about that. Pretty huge value achieved by my opponent, but that's okay. This game has not been going ideally for us, pretty clearly. Guess they're going to attack now. It's actually one of the few times playing a creature pre-combat was actually kind of beneficial for us. So, I guess I'll bust out the Will of the Naga if I have to. Emissary's not hugely inspiring. Well, alright. So, guess that will... I think I am actually going to play Will of the Naga. Because it lets me possibly play my Ojutai's Summons next turn. I didn't have to. Maybe I wanted to wait, but I wouldn't have been able to do this and buy as much time. And yes, I still do want to hold off on playing the Necromancer Dragon till next turn, in case there's some spicy removal I got to deal with. But either way, I'm not sure he'll play it on the Monk. I'll trade it. We're kind of in a defensive mood here. Alright. Obviously not great for us, but that's alright. 3 cards left in our opponent's hand. I probably don't have a choice. I gotta bust out the Necromancer Dragon. Gotta bust out the big guns here. Oh, well, Vulture Savin's a pretty good one too. Guess we'll play that. And pass. Alright. Two cards left in hand. So I guess we can either take 7 or just chump block the Executioner. I think I'm just going to chump block the Executioner. Granted, it doesn't let me use my other exploit guy as effectively, but we don't have him, and I think damage prevention is the correct move at this point, so we'll block the Executioner. And we are going to try and play, well, Angler is a pretty good one too. Let's play Angler first. And we'll play the Dragon now. Alright, I don't mind this too much. We still have blocks. Unless, I mean, we don't know what his last card is, but we do still have blocks. Can at least keep his ground guys at bay. Alright, Noxious Dragon's pretty good, but at least our opponent's out of cards. I guess that's good. One short of being able to whisk away. Certainly cannot afford to attack. So if he attacks with a dragon, we'll take it. Alright, it's pretty good. Can I still afford to attack with dragon? I've got 7 mana, so no, I guess I can't do Attendant plus Whisk Away plus dragon value, which is unfortunate. So I swing with dragon, he doesn't block. I can say he does block, cracks back with everything. I block, whisk away. Still can't deal with the dragon. Alright, I guess we play Attendant and pass. I mean, I swing with dragon. I whisk away. Knocks. I think I'm just going to hope to get some dutiful attendant value here. This is actually okay. No cards left in hand, so might as well. Hand of Simligar is pretty reasonable. Opponent can't crack back for lethal that I see. But Not sure I can afford to swing with the dragon. If I do and he doesn't block, I take 3 flying next turn, which means after my opponent plays the dragon, I would need to find. No, I can't. Unfortunately, I can't afford to attack. Oh, I see. No, because if I attacked, I could have milled the thing away if they took the damage, but I don't. I mean, it's pretty easy. Pal's familiar block in that case. And then I'm still in pretty big trouble, so I don't think I'm wrong there. Oh, why did I play the hand? He's got the sure shot. That didn't make sense. All right. That was a mistake, but mistakes happen. Silumgar, Butcher, Dutiful Attendant, Getting Back, Hooded Assassin, Butchering Down, Orc Sure Shot, Silumgar, Sorcerer. I have no idea. I'm at 5 life. My opponent swings with team. I block Sure Shot. I block Dragon. I block 3/1. I take lethal. I cannot do that, so I must play Butcher this turn or else I die. So I guess we'll play Butcher. Seems better than dying. We'll kill the Sure Shot, I guess. I mean, maybe I just want to take out his flyers, I guess. Yeah, that makes more sense, but the Sure Shot's a big deal too. No, I feel like I have to take out his flyer because I don't have the flyers to block. And I'm certainly not going to have the flyers block after I block the Noxious Dragon. So we'll sack the Attendant. We'll kill the Sorcerer. We'll get back. He's got the Sure Shot, so I think I have to play. If I don't do Hand of Silumgar, I feel like I die. Well, I'm going to kill that. I'm going to have 3 creatures. He swings with everything. Block, block, block. I only take 3, so maybe I can play the Hooded Assassin. Plays around the Sure Shot ability better. Yeah, I mean, I can't play the creature this turn anyway, so I think that does make sense. Because otherwise the Noxious Dragon kills it. Alright, unfortunately top decked a creature, which makes it so our dragon's going to have to be put down in a bad way, but what can you do? So if I'd chosen the Sure Shot, I could have made the trade, but he would have been left with a flyer. Yeah, it's a tough spot anyway, you slice it. Not particularly happy with how this game's been playing out for us. Started on a bad foot, you know. Alright, well, we are certainly dead now. So, opponent, I haven't even seen an ultimate price yet, I don't think. Have I? Maybe I have, and I just can't recall. So, we're certainly dead now. No chance in hell of winning. He's got lethal. That is what we call in the business an alpha strike. So, yes, we are very much dead. Moving to game 2, what are we doing in the mirror match against a deck that is pretty similar to ours, as you might expect in a mirror match? What have I got? Have I got anything I care about? Vial do anything? Not really. Glint might be good. Protects against reducing stature. Ultimate price. Problem is, bringing in Glint is kind of bad. Only because... Why is it bad? It's bad because I don't have many creatures. Bringing in a protection spell when you don't have a lot of creatures means it's going to be a dead card pretty often. Could try bringing in more creatures, maybe. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Not great about that. I think I'm okay. I think I'm geared about as good as I want to be. I think we just gotta draw a little bit better, and I think we'll do fine. Could bring in the vial, I guess, but I don't really like it. Let's just run it again. Alright, I'll play first, of course, and we'll keep it. It's not a very aggressive hand, per se, but it does feel nice to keep 7-card hands, I'll tell you that much. Alright, well, I guess I kind of play into defeat if I play my Marsh Hulk Megamorphed, but I do have Dutiful Attendant to get it back, and I would like to be a little bit proactive with my plays, so I'll play it. I don't think playing around defeat is something I should be worrying about at this point. Alright. So, I think I probably just flatten his morph. Makes my future spells cheaper and lets me beat in my delve spells. Well, Stratus Dancer, I would say, is a pretty good one to get. Especially since flatten is instant speed, and I very easily could have had that go a lot worse for me. Alright. Frostwalker. So... Guess I can whisk away it, but he just sacks it. Maybe that's fine anyway. I don't really want to butcher it. Rather butcher something else later. I'm going to protect my guy. So, miss out on some damage here, but take care of the 4-1 without losing my Marsh Hulk. Alright. Guess I'm not really afraid to attack into that. Still just a land away from really getting that nice Marsh Hulk value. So I imagine we've got an exploit coming this turn, but I think I can live with that. whether it be a Drowner or something else. Hmm. Well, to be honest, I wish I could do more, but I cannot. So he probably just wanted to counter my creature spell. That sort of makes sense. Hooded Assassin. All right. Uh, I'm just gonna tap him down. No, I guess not. I'll just defeat the Hooded Assassin. Or if I draw a land, we'll go for a big unmorph play. He's still got the 3 mana up to counter my creature spells. So I just imagine he's sitting on the 2/1 flash exploit guy, which is fine. Alright, so now we just swing. Alright, it's pretty bad, but what can you do? So I guess I'll defeat that. I'm trying to think what it is, if you could unmorph it, but I honestly don't know. Still can counter my creature spells, which is unfortunate, but happens. Alright. Guess we'll 4 mana. Well, I'm gonna be pretty unhappy, I guess, if it's like a interceptor or something. Let's just kill that, I guess, and wait for him to unmorph it, and then I'll reach a shadows the morph. So I still got the counter magic up, which means next creature I play is certainly going to get countered. I don't know what I can do about that. I imagine I can't do anything about it. So I'm not sure if, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad. To our opponent's drawing another card next turn. It's pretty awful. Pretty awful. I guess we just pass. Take some more damage while we search for a creature that I can play into a counter spell, so I can play another creature and have it not get countered. Guess that's my current game plan. I don't anticipate winning this game. This doesn't seem very. This doesn't seem like we're in a pretty good spot. I would go as far as saying we're in a pretty bad spot, as a matter of fact. But that's okay. We're behind on board state and card advantage, and we know 100% that our opponent's got the counter spell for our next creature. So I guess we'll reach the Orc Sure Shot instead, which admittedly is not very great, but I don't know what else I'm doing. Kind of just looking for plays, looking for non-land cards, I guess. That does qualify one, and it's a pretty good one because it can't be countered by the counter target creature spell one. I don't know what his morph is. It's really tripping me out too, because I really don't know what it is. Well, if he's going to counter something, counter that. Nope. Not interested in countering that. Guess we're just going to hang out then. Could attack with a Djinn, but no, maybe I was supposed to. I don't know. That is something to butcher away, but as we know, our opponent does have the counter target creature spell card in his hand. Do I take 2 here? I think we do. Although, let's will the Naga these two. We'll start beating in with some monks. Gotta deal damage somehow. So I could defeat the Palace Familiar. I guess that doesn't make too much sense. I think we'll just bash in and pass. Another reason to save the defeat is if we draw the Skywise spell or whatever. Alright, well, I guess at this point we can cast the Butcher. because he would at least have to, I guess, exploit his faithful to counter it, which admittedly is not great, but might be all we've got. Ojutai's breath is not bad. Can I defeat the morph yet? I really don't know what it is. So I could play Butcher, walk it into the counter guy. I can play Breath, although I'm not sure what that does. I can defeat his Spell Fist. Protect some damage that way, maybe. Let's defeat the Spell Fist, see what happens there. Alright. Guess that's alright. Five lands, so I could play Butcher now. He still can cast the counterspell, dude. I can't play around it. If I play Butcher, though, I might be able to take care of Spell Fist. If I leave my Monk back, I can at least trade. He exploits the Sidisi's Faithful. At this point, I just don't know how I play around his counter exploit guy. This at least seems like an okay board state for him to do it on because he has to sacrifice. Admittedly, he still gets to sacrifice Faithful, which is pretty good for him. But I can't play around the Sorcerer. Look how much lands my opponent has 9 mana. How in God's name am I gonna play around that card? I have absolutely no clue how I could go about doing that. I have absolutely no clue how I play around a 3-mana counterspell when he's got the Faithful out. I played around it for like 10 turns, but I can't any longer. I have to actually do things. Alright, well, it's pretty bad for us, unfortunately, but can't do anything about that either. So, looks like we're not in a very good spot here. I don't have... Can't remember my other exploit guy, the Aven. Can I really afford to take 4? Maybe if I draw Aven. Yeah. Well, it was fun while it lasted. I actually liked our deck. I mean, I think it underperformed pretty hard, but I liked it. Thought it was a great deck, actually. Good finishers, good early game, good removal, easy mana base, nothing color intensive. There actually wasn't one complaint. I actually had 0 complaints about this deck, I think. What were my complaints in the beginning that gave me a 7 out of 10 rating? Probably nothing bomby enough. Maybe that's what it was. I think that's what it was. But, yeah, that's going to kill us, I see. Okay. Well, what can I say? Unfortunate outcome, but I can't do anything. Just can't do anything. So, ended up going 1-2, which is, yeah, you know, it's really bad. But sometimes you win some and sometimes you lose some, as the old saying, the old adage goes. So, pretty disappointed, but I'll just be disappointed and continue to play Magic every day. So not much else to say about it. Close match 1. We got round 2. Got thrashed pretty harshly in round 3, but I wasn't very happy with our draws, I guess. Either way, I don't know why our opponent didn't kill us. I guess he's worried my last card was an answer. I don't know. I mean, we're dead. It honestly does not matter, but okay. Legitimately does not matter. Yeah, so we're still dead. We just got an extra draw step. Yeah, I really liked our deck a lot. I thought this deck was super powerful, actually. Didn't perform very well, unfortunately, but Magic's a tough game. It's a complex game and a lot of draw steps to calculate and such. So ultimately disappointed. I do like Skywise Teaching still. I think I would play that in the future. I have no issues with that card. When we saw it, it worked just fine for us. I like the Necromancer Dragon. I like Supplant Form. Yeah, like I said, there really is nothing. There's no aspect of this deck that I didn't like. It just didn't get a higher rating because there's nothing like insanely good, but every card in this deck is good. There is not one card in this deck that is bad. The weakest card in our deck is probably Kolaghan's Skirmisher, just because it's more of a red-black dash card and less of a blue-black card. But yeah, I really did like this deck a lot, and I think it underperformed. But underperformance happens, so I'll move on from it, and we'll see you for the next draft.